Jayhawks offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Using his legs here. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Tries to get it to the running back. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is on target, caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got it for a big gain. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down here at the 26.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Hill. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Quick throw over the middle. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down here for this offense. Dropping back. It's Green. Pressure is coming. Down he goes. A sack. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Bringing pressure. Short connection to the tight end here.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And the Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Third down now after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. The back's got it. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Razorbacks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Tackle made after just a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Jayhawks will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
The Jayhawks looking to keep this drive moving. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yardage before they finally bring him down.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st and 10 play coming up. Back to throw. It's Green. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Hogs. That puts him on top in the second half.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the kickoff will be a return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Kansas offense is back out there now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll run the option. Fighting off the defender. They'll tackle him at the 27.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Across the 40 now. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the ground, it's Neal. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hill. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Looking to throw. It's Green. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32. And And the Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the 1st down. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive moving. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. 1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Arkansas. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? That's caught. It's Neal. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Caught over the middle. It's Neal.
Boy, I love to see this quarterback throwing the football the way he is. That's the way you start a drive. 3 for 3, and let's keep it going.
Using his legs on the scramble. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a 1st down gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And
touchdown, Kansas. This offense really clicking.
Chris, this is why we always talk about yards after the catch. He makes this catch. He's nowhere close to getting into the end zone, but his athletic ability allows him to get it in for the touchdown. Now here we are, under 2 minutes to go. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you roll the dice and go for 2 to potentially take the lead?
They still need this extra point to tie. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he fields it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You've got some work to do just to get into field goal range. And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And the defense joins the party with a score. Wow, what a moment. National championship game. The defense has put their team in front in the fourth quarter.
Chris, they're just trying to get a stop here at this point in the game, trying to get their own offense back out on the field, and instead they get the turnover and a touchdown to boot to give themselves the lead, and we're just minutes away from seeing who's going to win the national championship. Let's not forget that play right there. That could determine the outcome.
Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Dropping back, it's Green. The pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.